Hi guys, today I'm making a video on how to keep creating content for YouTube because actually when you start off it's very hard to keep making content and keep working on things. So first of all I set up with one basic rule. So if I go to my content, my first rule is that one person needs to watch a video. So when I put up a video, if one person watches it, that's good. That's my metric which I use to basically say it was worth making this video because I've given someone something to watch, and hopefully it's helped them a little bit. If I'm starting to get likes, I'm feeling happy. I've got a couple of videos where I've got quite a number of likes, which is really nice. And the beautiful thing is that all videos will gain people watching them over time. I'll just take you on to something that like some of the videos that I've put up. So this is one which I did for FL Studio there. So if I go back to the lifetime of the video and look at the time since it was created, if we start off, it wasn't doing too well at the start, but over time it started racking up people viewing it. This has had 47.8k people view it now, and over time it's earned money, which is really good, which means that making videos like this is good. So if you have a video that is doing really well, you want to make more of the same. So you can check out things in your analytics like the amount of reach you get. In terms of impressions and things, it's always good to have a nice looking sort of picture for your video. And there's a lot of channels which will tell you how to do it much better than I can because I'm not very good at it. But in terms of things like video analytics, my How to Meow Like a Cat video is doing really well. And the thing is, this video gets views every single day, and the thing is, these views just keep racking up. So I tend to look at the videos that I'm doing that are successful, and I basically, whilst I don't necessarily, because I've got a mongrel channel, I don't make a huge amount of the same kind of video all the time. But because I know that videos will grow like this, potentially over time, it inspires me to keep going. Just as an idea for a mongrel channel, these are some of the films I've made. Some of them have done better than others. Craigslist, for some bizarre reason, has got some of the best analytics in terms of watch time of anything that I do. So I've always been very happy with the watch time on Craigslist, because people for some reason will watch this film through and 21% of people have watched this video for 9 minutes and 39 seconds, which for me that's a really high meter, and I'm very proud of that. I enjoyed making Craigslist. I made it with some amazing people, but most of the time, if you're making films like that, you're not going to do very well in terms of views unless you're making something that's exceptional, which my sci-fi series here is not. I also make like lots and lots of gaming videos, and I generally put them in playlists so that I can connect them together easily. And I've also made a load of free music which is available from my website, which is chanwarus.com, and you can have that for free and use it in anything, so feel free to download and use what you like, and hopefully that will help you. But anyway, in terms of the way that I keep making videos, I generally look at my analytics. So when I go to things, I look at like my content, how things are doing over time. And because I'm getting impressions, because I'm getting views, I keep thinking, well, I've got an audience, I can create and I can make things for them. I never really focus too much on revenue. That's not a good way to do things. I'd rather make things just because I like them rather than focusing on whether or not I'm making money, which I'm not really. However, looking at the analytics for my videos that do well, I think, well, every video that I ever create could be as good as this. So this video got 159 views in the last 7 days. So if I'm looking at my content, I'm thinking to myself, well, okay, so I've got 10, let's call that 10 together, 25, 30, 40, 50, 70. We've got let's call it 100, 120, 130, 180. So that's 180 views over those Endless Sky videos that I've been uploading. And if I'm looking at something like this one, that's 180 views. So those videos have, in a small amount of time, netted me the same number of views, which basically means, okay, I've got an audience here, and I'm not trying to grow an Endless Sky audience, but what I am trying to do is release videos that are useful to people, so when they're playing the game, they're actually going to have fun. And there are so many ways to have fun in Endless Sky. Very, very good game. Most of the games that I play, I love Escape Velocity. I think that those are amazing games. And these have gone up a long time ago, like last year. As you can see, I had a massive break where I stopped making videos for a very, very long time. But I started making videos again, and basically I'm using these little techniques just to keep myself making content. So if you set yourself a bar of, I just want one person to view the video, and you just keep making content, if you're putting in good work, you're going to get views over time. If you're putting in good keywords, you're getting views over time. But this is purely in terms of inspiring you to keep going, because the most important thing when you're a content creator is to keep going. And that might only have 3 views at the moment, but that video went up today. 2-3 years from now, 5 years, 10 years from now, could be doing as well as this. So it's one of those things where you've just got to keep yourself making things. I mean, in the past 24 hours, that's got 53 views. That's the same as the videos that went up on my channel. So it's one of those things where you've just got to keep making the content. So if you've got to get yourself into a good mindset for it. And as long as you've got people watching your stuff, you should keep making content, because at least people are watching it. Now, this isn't necessarily going to help a lot of people, but because I'm not a big YouTuber and I run a very, very strange channel because I've got all of these different things. So for example, how to get stuff in a computer game, followed by how to meow like a cat, followed by how to register FL Studio. These are 3 completely different videos, and all of them are netting me views. So over the last 48 hours, we've got 150 views from those videos alone. So going to the analytics, we can see which of our videos we're doing really, really well. Now, if you do want to create content that's of a specific type, how to register FL Studio, how to stop hearing your microphone, how to stretch and contract notes, how to resize notes and keys in FL Studio. So having these kind of videos that are going up, if I just focused and dedicated my content entirely to talking about, and being very boring with this, but talking about FL Studio and how effective it is, then my channel's going to do really, really well in terms of views. So I'm going to get a lot of views, a lot of watch time, and I'm going to earn more ad revenue. So these are videos that I can watch. This section of the analytics I can look at to see what I'm doing well with. So it's like looking across all of these different videos, we can just see what is doing really, really well at the moment. And for some strange reason, Escape Velocity is doing well at the moment. Why is it doing well? I'm not sure. However, a game like Escape Velocity is Endless Sky, so I'm making Endless Sky videos because I enjoy it. I should make videos on Escape Velocity, the different ships and things like that, and I'm going to be doing the stuff like that with Endless Sky as well, going through all of this stuff in detail, because it's really, really beneficial. But also other ones which do well, how to laugh like a cat, how to laugh like a witch. Notice how all of my top videos have how to in them. How to is a good way to get your videos out there. Now, how the tuning feature works on the Yamaha PSR E223 keyboard is one of the worst videos that has ever been put up on YouTube. But it's still earning views, it's still getting people on board. And this is in the last 28 days, that video has got me 320 views, which is the equivalent of around just over 10 views per day. So by thinking about things like this, I think, well, I've built this channel up, I've added things, and I keep making content. So it makes me, in my head, it makes me think, well, if this is the last 28 days, even my Star Control 3 review, which did terribly when it came out, this is like an absolutely terrible, terrible video. But in the last 28 days, it's had people looking at it. So the thing is, the videos that you least expect, and I didn't expect to get any views for my Star Control 3 review. Nobody likes my game reviews, they suck. But the thing is, the fact that people are watching it makes me happy. And that happiness allows me to force myself to make more videos. Because the thing is, I never know when something is going to do well. You know? I just got very, very simple open screen, a thumbnail screen. And yet, since it was published, it's had 2.8k people watch it. And that was published in 2022. I can see that up at the top there. And this is, just as an example, over the last 48 hours, this video on its own, from, for some reason, external sources, God knows why, this video has for some reason got 4 people that have watched it. Which is the equivalent of me just uploading a video and checking back in a few hours. So the thing is, all of these different things work together and rack up together. So even the ones which aren't getting things, like I will say my Space Station 13 videos are probably some of the most amazing Space Station 13 videos. I do like them. Not that I'm a good player, but hopefully I give a good story with them. I get quite a few people watching those Space Station 13 reviews. So I'm getting about one person a day watching. They're not reviews, sorry. They're like stories, but I get about one person a day watching some of those, and I start to think to myself, well, if I keep creating content, if I make 1,000 videos on things that I like, I can just keep going. Because if I make 1,000 videos and they do that, that's 1,000 views a day. Ultimately, all of these views over the past, all of the views from all of the videos that I've done over the past 28 days, I have had 8,000 views on all of these videos. And that's absolutely amazing to me. So at least when people are watching all of these videos, they're watching them, they're kind of enjoying them, which is good. So the thing is, that not all of them are that good, and it's like my 80 synths track that got almost 0 views for about 2-3 years, and then every now and then people would find it. It's like my basic video on space combat didn't do too well at the start. It's like nobody clicked. I think with my RPG Maker, I think I only had 2 views in the first 30 days. But now, over the past 28 days, that's 3 views a day that are coming in. So the thing is, all of this stuff it keeps churning. And by keeping churning and keeping on working, I can just enjoy the fact that at least there are people out there who are watching my stuff and enjoying it. And that's what keeps me going. Anyway, I've whittled on for far too long. I hope this video's been helpful to you. I've not really taught you anything about how I do things or what I would like to do, but that's because in many ways this video is more helpful, because when you're starting off, you're not going to be able to get views very easily unless you really know what you're doing. And I still don't know how to make my videos go viral and do really, really well all the time with no work. So it's one of those things where this is just me explaining how I keep things going, and hopefully that will help. Anyway, you have a lovely day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.